It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football?
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
For me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Looking to throw, Thompson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And that is going to wind up incomplete, so they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
I guess it's time to date myself a little bit because I remember Dan Marino running a similar play to this on a Monday night game against the Jets way back when. He's going to fake the spike and hope that the defense lets its guard down, but there, and this ends up incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, good field position to start the drive. Under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. As Stroud now to throw. He escapes left. He'll run for it. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting... And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jump. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans... on the board first here this afternoon. So the huge pass play had him set up at the 1 yard line, and then they cash in the very next down.
Yeah, the points went up on the board, but the pass play, that was what got them in position. Long way downfield. Might have demoralized the defense just a little bit. They were able to punch it over the goal line the very next snap.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Miami coming out for their second drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Thompson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's Stroud. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Stroud looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Stroud to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. In motion, Hill. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Thompson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's Thompson. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. Off play action. Thompson. Flush to his right. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one.
And look at this, another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Mixon with a first down carry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And a nice strong run there by Mixon. And the Texans, they decided a year ago after ranking 28th in rushing offense that they needed Joe Mixon. He's coming off another impressive season in Cincinnati where he surpassed 1,400 all-purpose yards, and he will be the lead runner for this Texans team.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
To throw from his end zone, Thompson. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that... make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And they'll accept that penalty. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. An option handoff here to Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. After one, it's 9-0. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a first down coming up. Throwing now is Stroud. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT?
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the posts.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little. 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
In motion goes the tight end. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now a give to Mostert running right. Fighting through it, he's got space. There he goes up the right sideline. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they'll walk him back half the distance. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. So that's going to push him back half the distance. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Stroud. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Inside handoff to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Stroud. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz 71 yards. And the Texans are able. Stretch out their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
And ever since Tyreek Hill arrived in Miami, he's somehow taken his game to new heights. He's eclipsed the 1,700-yard mark in each of the last 2 years, and at one point last season, it seemed that he was destined to be the first wide receiver to total 2,000 receiving yards in a single season. He's truly a special talent, has become the focal point of arguably the most explosive offense in the NFL.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards. And the Dolphins. Got it back to within a score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Stroud working out of the gun. Rolling to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
That's complete. It's Collins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Stroud. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Back to throw. Stroud dancing to his left. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Titus Howard. Tackle, the man flag for that one. Stroud out of the gun here.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
And Stroud now to throw.
Steps away. And he'll go down at the 28.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So they will trip. On the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's out right at the 25. So we've come upon halftime here.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth.